Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. I wanted to do a quick update, a TA update on SHIBA, just because it's been really just kind of trading within this range, right? It's been between what like 20 and 29 ish, 30 ish, really. It broke trend back here, October 7th. Came back down. I actually thought it was going to go all the way down to 17, but it ended up recovering pretty well, retesting trend on the underside. You guys can see a perfect retest of trend for consistently for what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 20 hours. Six. So for a full day, you just had a quick, you just had consistent retest on the underside of trend, right? For a full day, basically 24 hours, and you've just been trading sideways ever since now. You did have a small reaction on the 4 hour, but for the most part, you've really only been trading sideways. And the good thing is, on the 4 hour, after you close the bull cycle back here, right? So back here, close that bull cycle. You actually see price move up and then consistently run to the upside, right? So it's been responding pretty well to all the bull cycles, even back here, right? Responded well, bull cycles, and then it kind of broke the bear trigger. So bear trigger got created, broke it, bear trigger got created, broke it, and then you completely ran to the upside up here, right? So I do expect a continuation of price to move up, at least another retest of like that 30 mark for SHIBA within the next, I don't know, probably in the next, sometime today. It does look like we're going to be closing another 4 hour bull cycle. But keep in mind though, on the daily, it does look like we're going to be closing a full, bear. We're going to start a full bear cycle on the daily chart, which is a little bit worrisome because if we have a case like that, we can definitely see a retrace that's a lot higher than what happened already. So, you already saw a retrace back to the point 0.5 fib. Zero point 0.6 would be closer to that 17 mark. So if you do have a big, strong reaction to that daily close, I can definitely see us run to $17. I mean to 17 again. It's just a thing, right? I'm not gonna not say what TA is showing me, right? So the daily does look like it can take us all the way back down to around 17, which is this previous support right here. But I want to see how strong the 4 hour actually pushes um, to the upside, because we don't have a lot of historical movement to really go about what's going to happen. So everything that SHIBA is doing right now is completely new. You can even see this bullish candle being created right now as soon as the 4 hour wants to break bullish, right? But everything right now is completely new. It's kind of hard to really do TA on SHIBA apart from just like forecasting where it can go, or at least forecasting levels of where it can go, because it doesn't have anything to go by. There's no historical data that we can really compare to what it did before to what it is doing now, right? So even right now on the Stoke, right, this would be a continuation upward, but it hasn't really been going up. It's just been going sideways. So right now, this would be the first case that you close a 4 hour bull cycle on a Stoke level of like 55. Keep in mind, when you have been closing these levels, it's just been a continuation of upward movement, and then that's when a lot of volume comes in. But I want to see what happens right now when there's not as much volume as back here, and you do create that full 4 hour bear cycle. But we got to see what's going on, because I can definitely see a move to 30 in the next sometime today if we do close a 4 hour bull cycle. But again, the daily is bearish, so I can also see a drop to 17 support. So right now it's just kind of up in the air. We're really trying to see what is actually broken. It has to get back on trend in order for it to do anything, because right now it did break trend, and for the most part, when I see when I see patterns like this on other charts, the general bias is down, right? So when you actually break trend this early on a recent breakout, you break trend, you go back up, you retest the underside of the trend, and then you drop all the way back down. That's usually what happens. I'm not saying it will with SHIBA, but 95% of the time, when you have a breakout this quickly and you break trend that fast, it usually means you're going down. But I mean, for the most part, you actually did see that retest of the underside of the trend, and you're kind of just trading sideways right now on a bear cycle. So it's really up in the air right now. It can go to 17 or it can go to 30. I would have no idea. I want to see what the 4 hour does as soon as you close another 4 hour bull. It tends to rally pretty hard, not hard, but it tends to rally a good amount whenever it does do it, right? So last time it did around like a micro cent of about it went from what? It went from lows of 21 to highs of 29. So it'll run like on an 8 microcent right now. So right now you're at 25 lows. You know, what's split 8 is what? 38, 9, 10, 11, 12, 33. So I mean, maybe somewhere like up here. But keep in mind, if it does rally to 33, you're still under trend. So it's still, you can definitely possibly see a movement to the upside, retest trend, possibly come back down and retest that 30 mark as support, and then maybe continue the rally. But again, there's a lot of condescending things going on in the chart where you have the weekly probably bullish, but the daily is bearish, and then the 4 hour is going to be bullish again. There's a lot of things that aren't matching up to give a pretty for me to give a confident forecast, because as of right now it can really go either way, to be honest. I don't really have a bias right now. I'm just kind of waiting it out to see what happens, but I would not be surprised to see a 30, like a 30 microcent or a 17 microcent in the next like 2 days or so. It can really go either way. I would not be surprised to see price here or to see price there. So it really just depends on how big the 4 hour push is, and then depending on how the daily bear cycle ends up. This can definitely take us down to like 17, but who knows? I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.